So in this video I'm going to show you how to do the maintenance on your Roland LEC2 300. So this is a new print and cut UV machine from Roland. So first of all we need to look at our PPE. So obviously to do any sort of maintenance procedure we want to be using our safety glasses and we want to be using our latex gloves as well, because we'll be using the solvent cleaning liquids. We also are going to need some swabs, and we're going to need some cleaning liquids as well. So for this one I'm just using our Sol Clean liquid, which is available to purchase. So first of all what we need to do is we need to obviously get our machine turned on. I've actually loaded some media up as well, which you don't have to do, but it's just quite a good procedure. So I'm going to go to function, I'm going to go down to cleaning and use my arrow key to go into cleaning. Then I'm going to go down from test print, normal clean, medium clean, powerful clean, and then we've got manual cleaning at the bottom. I'm going to press enter on that one. So now process, and our print head, which you can just see down there, just starts to move, and it will actually stop just under where the Roland badge is there. So what we now need to do is we need to remove our covers. So I'm going to take the right hand side cover off first. It's just taking the thumb screws out the top, and then all I do with this one is just rock it forward and then lift it out. Put that out of the way. There we go. And then same with the other cover on the other side. It's a little bit more difficult to get to. Again, rock it forward and then take it up. There we go. So next thing we need to do is we need to take our cutting rail. So this is our cutting rail here, and basically it's the thing that drops our sheet cut blade down. Obviously we need to remove that in order to get to the underside of the print head when we're at this point here. So again, thumb screw, so we're looking for all the thumb screws. Just going to take that out, and then with this I'm just going to lift and pull out. Okay, just like that. So that's now exposed my capping station, and it's also now giving us our space to work in over here. So the next thing I want to do is going to lift up my cover, and then we've got our print head unit here. So with one hand I'm just going to carefully push the print head over that space there. Next thing I can do is I can actually drop this cover down here. This just gives us a bit more access to the underside of the printer. So now I want to go and get my swab and my cleaning liquid. So I'm going to get a fresh swab. So this is like a felt swab. It's lint free, if I can get it to focus. And basically with this you're going to you're not going to leave any sort of fibres behind. It's all going to be nice and clean. We want to use a new one of these for every time that we do our maintenance. You don't want to reuse them. So what I'm going to do now, it's a little bit difficult with one hand. Just dipping it in my clean liquid, and then I'm just going to remove as much of the clean liquid as I can off the edge of the swab. So I want it to be as dry as possible, really. So I'm going to start on my print head side. So what I want to do, as you can see, we've got the print head here. I want to go around the outside of my print head. So just down those two sides there, and then around the back, and then around the front. We don't want to be swabbing the face of that print head. But if you were to catch it, it's not going to cause you too many issues, but you just don't want to be swabbing that face all the time. So once that's done, that's all you need to do on that side. You may want to make sure, obviously, there's no low-hanging ink on there, or there's no build-up of ink. You can get it especially on the edges on each side of the print head, so on the metal bits, just to make sure there's nothing down there. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to my cap So this is where the print head actually sits, and you can see we've got quite a build up on this of our ink. So I'm just cleaning around the side there. Let's get a better, there we go. So don't have to be too delicate with this. You just want to make sure that we get all of that ink off there. This ink here, if you have loads of ink on this rubber seal around the outside of this cap, then it will cause the seal between the cap and the head to deteriorate, and then that's when you're going to start losing nozzles all the time. There we go. You don't need to be doing this centre bit here, because all that is just waste as it pulls through the machine. So then, next thing we've got, if I can get it, is this little wiper blade down here. So I'm just going to clean that off as well, and I'm using the same swab, but obviously if the swab does get really dirty, then always change it over. There we go. So the wiper blade is just in this position down here. That's that, so I'm just going to dispose of that swab. Obviously if you've got any excess ink on your edge guards, then get rid of that as well. Any excess ink around here, you can get rid of that. But that is pretty much the maintenance on the machine. So it's a really quick process. So all I now need to do is I just need to get the machine closed back up again so it can do itself clean. So first thing I'm going to do, so I'm going to drop my cover. Then I'm going to push my print head back into there, and it just needs to go back so you can't see it anymore. There we go. And it just exposes that space again. I'm then going to pop my cutting rail back on again. If I can get this. And that just slots in one side down there, there's a little slot for it. And then it pops in over here. And once you get those two holes matched up, you know it's in the right place. So just putting my thumb screw back on. There we go. Going to pop that back up. That just pops into place. And then we need to put some covers on. So going to get this cover first for this side. Help if I put it the right way around. It's on there. Right on that side. There we go. Thumb screws back in again. So that's that cover on. Same with this cover. Just going to pop that back on. And then once I've got that, all I need to do is press finished. That'll now bring the carriage back over again. And then it will start an auto clean. So it only takes 1 minute 26 for that clean. So it's a nice quick clean. There we go.